Relief carving has been done throughout thousands of years, from the Egyptians to the Mayans to even the Vikings of North Europe. Relief carving has been done in stone and clay and wood. Relief carving means figures or designs are carved into a flat surface. Relief carving can be done in materials such as wood, stone, and clay. High relief means the carving is over 2 inches in depth. Bas relief is 1/2 inch to 2 inches in depth. And low relief is under 1/2 inch in depth. Now obviously our plan is a little bit larger than our circles that we cut out. And one thing you have to figure out is what you're going to keep in your design and what you're going to put in your design. It's okay if your design changes. Paper and clay are very different materials. So I'm going to use a glue stick for one of my designs. The bottom of the glue stick has a nice circle. There's lots of different clay tools to add texture and designs to your clay. There's also the loop tools that are great for carving out clay, and even pens or pencils or markers that you have would work as well. Now one thing you might want to do is take some scrap clay and test some different textures and designs if you haven't already. It's better to do it on the scrap clay because if you don't like something, you don't have to worry about taking it off of your final clay design. And you'll see that a lot of different materials can make many different shapes and designs in that scrap clay. That loop tool is really great for taking clay away for relief carving. And then you're going to start creating your design. It might not be a bad idea to start with any lines that you drew across the design plan. And I'm just using a small wooden dowel to press my lines into the clay. I'm not just scratching the lines into the clay, I'm pressing into the clay. And then I'm going to take the bottom of that glue stick because it's got a really nice circle. And I'm going to use that for my circle instead. Next, I'm going to actually carve out the middle of my design. And I'm going to use that loop tool to carve the clay away, take the clay away. Now it's really important that you don't go too deep. We're doing a low relief, which means it should only be under 1/2 inch in depth. So we don't want to go too deep. If I went too deep, it might cut through my clay and create a hole. And there is the relief that I've carved away into the middle of my clay medallion. And then I sped up the video just to show you how I'm doing my other designs. I'm using all different materials to make designs. So I have my pen, I also am going to use the marker and the wooden tool. And I'm deciding what I'm going to keep and what I'm going to get rid of and not use in my design. So it looks similar but not quite the same. Next, you're going to want to think about how you can design the outside edge of your medallion. And I'm pressing the top of my pen, the pen cap, into the clay to create a really cool circle shape. It's really important that you have a smooth surface though, so make sure that you really smooth down the sides of your clay. And next, you're going to want to decide where you want any holes, if you need any holes. So if you want to make a necklace or a wind chime, you're going to have to figure out where those holes need to go. So I usually choose a place where it looks like the top if I'm making a necklace, which this one will be a necklace pendant. And you poke a hole right through. Now, you want to make sure that you smooth down around that hole because it's going to push some clay out. So smooth it down with your finger. And then you'll want to push that clay dowel or the wood dowel through the hole again to get rid of any other clay. Make sure that that hole is completely clear of any clay boogers. And there you have your clay medallion with a low relief carving.